Hi guys, it's Aaron and Rachel here from Source. Today we're going to talk you through the core section of our Source at Home series. We're going to go through 3 sections in this series. We're going to go through a stability section, an ab blast section, and then we're going to have a quick finish at the end. Alright, so with the core section we're going to keep it nice and quick with limited rest. And as I say, it'll be stability to start off with. Alright, so we'll start off with a couple of exercises. The first 2 exercises we're going to go bird dogs and high plank. We're going to do most of these exercises for time. The finish of them will be for reps. All right, so to start off with, we're going to do bird dogs, high plank. Your bird dogs are going to come to all fours, so hands and knees, and you're going to work opposite hand, opposite leg. All right, so you're going to reach out as far as you can with the opposite arm, opposite leg, set down, change across the other side. So reach out as far as you can, extend, push the thumb towards the roof and the heel towards the roof. You're going to do this for 20 seconds. Once the 20 seconds is done, you're going to go straight into high plank and hold. 20 seconds, nice and stable. Hands just below the shoulders. Squeeze the glutes. Hold nice and tight. 20 seconds. Try and keep the back flat. You're going to do those 2 exercises, 20 seconds each, 2 sets in a row, and then rest. All right? So we'll use our model today, Rachel, to take us through that. Rachel, you're going to do bird dogs, high plank, 20 seconds in each, 2 sets in a row. All right? So on all fours, opposite arm, opposite leg. Away we go. Good, so Rachel will push the heel and push the hand out as far as she can, and each time alternate in between either side. 5 seconds. And time. High plank, away we go. So high plank, hands must be under the shoulders. Stack the shoulders, squeeze the glutes, keep the back flat. Another 10 seconds. 5, 3, 2, 1, drop the knees and away we go. So with both of these exercises, you're trying to limit the rest in between the exercises. Go straight from our bird dog and our high plank, straight into the bird dog again. Lovely. And time, high plank again. Squeeze the glutes. So everything's locked in. This is a stability exercise, so it's about staying as stable as you can the whole way through. Another 10 seconds. And time. Rest. Good. So those 2 exercises are just used as stability to kind of activate the core to start off with. What you're not doing is going too fast with both of the exercises. It's just nice and controlled, trying to activate the core, get a wee bit of heat to the muscles you're going to use. The next bit then, you're going to do a hard style plank and a hollow hold. So this is taking it up a slight level. Your hard style plank is obviously a variation of the plank you done in the first place, but there's a lot of the same things apply. All right, so you're going to do a hard style plank, 20 seconds, hollow hold, which is going to flip onto your back. Your hard style plank then, the difference is dropping to your elbows, but then you're tensing through everything as well. So you're squeezing the glutes, pushing the heels back, dig the elbows in and squeeze the fists. So it should be almost where you're shaking the whole way through. So the full way down, split the hands, so never bring the hands together. Hands stay apart, dig the elbows in, line the feet up with the hands at the back. Then roll forward, squeeze the glutes, dig the elbows, squeeze the fists, and push the heels back. So it should be almost where you're shaking the whole way through. Once you're done, you're going to roll onto the back. From there, you're going to go into your hollow hold. Tuck the knees to start off with, and then release the feet and the hands and hold. 20 seconds. You're trying to keep that gap between your lower back and the ground closed. All right? If it's too difficult with the legs extended, then the knees. All right? Or if it gets too difficult with the hands extended, drop the arms as well. All right, so the exact same format. Rachel, you're going to do 20, 20, 20, 20. Hard style plank straight into hollow hold. And away we go. So this should be really, really tense the whole way through. Dig the elbows, squeeze the fists almost where they're off the ground, like Rachel. Squeeze the glutes, push the heels back. 10 seconds. And time. We're going to roll straight across on our back. Tuck the knees first just to get into that position. Extend one leg, then the other. then lift hands out behind, head comes off the ground. Good, so she's trying to close that gap between her lower back and the ground, and that will then in turn activate the core. So again, this is a stability exercise, so she's trying to stay as still as possible. If it's too difficult, she'll bend the knees or hands out in front. And time. Roll back across again, hard style plank. You okay, Rachel? And away we go, 20 seconds again. Good, so again, squeezing the glutes, digging the elbows in, clenching the fists, keeping everything nice and tight and locked in. Another 10 seconds. And time. Good, roll across. So again, you're trying to limit any rest in between the two exercises. Tuck the knees, extend one foot, then the other. Head comes off the ground. So again, hold as still as possible. Keep that gap between your lower back and the ground limited. If too difficult, bend the knees. 10 seconds. 2, 1, and time. Rest. Good. So these two again, starting to get your core activated, getting a wee bit of heat to the relevant muscles, and then you're going to move then across into the ab blast. So ab blast is obviously, with the word blast, it just means that it's going to be a wee bit faster. You're going to have 4 exercises together. Now that you're starting to work in the core and just activate the core alone, you'll start to feel a wee bit of a burn on the tummy. All right, so with these, you can taper these to an extent, but try not to taper it too much. So we've got 20 seconds on each of the 4 exercises. You're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 again. So you're doing it 8 times in a row. Then you'll rest 30 seconds to a minute, and then you'll do a second round or second set. All right. So these will be tough, a wee bit tougher than the last bit. It's just stepping up again, but at the same time you can taper and tailor with the rest, probably I'd say in between. So you're going to do 20 seconds of each, twice. Then you can take 30 seconds to a minute rest. All right. So it's up to you what sort of variation of a rest you want to do. The whole way through core, you want to keep that burn on the whole way through to activate the muscle. 4 exercises then we're going to do are a plank walkout, a Russian twist, heel taps, and then a seated scissor cross. With all 4 of these exercises, they're all body weight because obviously you're at home. We don't want you coming in and stealing any of our weights. When you've got a virus or you don't have a virus, we don't want you coming in and stealing the weights. So it's all body weight. The whole way through, there's variations of each of them. So if it is too difficult, we'll give you a wee variation, and as well as that, we probably will be running like Q&As if you want to ask us how to change the exercises. 4 exercises, plank walkout to start off with them. You're going to come into 2 positions, either your high plank or your low plank. Again, this is up to you. Both of these are extremely difficult, and it will start to feel a bit of a burn on there from the off. Plank walkout then, you're going to go high plank or low plank. I'll just demonstrate the high plank. You're going to walk the hands out to as far as you can, and then back in again for 20 seconds. Out, back in. All right? Then the low plank, if you need, you can go again the same thing. Out, back in, out, back in. Try not to overextend on either. All right? Second one then is Russian twist. Come over onto the bum. You're going to come into like a V sit position, so you're only sitting up too tall. Slight V sit, tuck the feet, and then you're literally just twisting side to side. Hands touch the ground on either side. If it's too difficult, you can bend the knees a wee bit further or plant the feet on the ground. If the feet are planted on the ground, twist around even further. But try and keep the feet up as much as you can. 20 seconds again. Third one, heel taps. Bum comes in close to the heels. Hands on the ground. Crunch slightly. Hands touch the back of the heels. Up and back down. So it's just a slight crunch. Your whole body shouldn't be lifting off the ground. You should just feel your tummy working. And then the last one then, seated scissor. You're going to come into a V-sit position again. So the back slightly tilted, hands on the ground, and then cross the legs over. Back and forth. Again, if this is too difficult, tuck the knees slightly, and then a slight crunch in. If it's way too difficult, drop the feet, and then you can just twist again the full way around. So each of these are trying to keep on top the whole way through. So it's 20, 20, 20, 20. At no stage do you want to stop. So if you are finding this one too difficult, you can go a Russian twist again. It's literally about keeping movement the whole way through and keeping that area a wee bit of a burn. All right? So 20, 20, 20, 20, twice, 2 sets, rest, and then 2 rounds. Ready to go? Lovely. Plank walkout to start off with. Rachel's going to operate in the high plank position, which is the easier of the two. Away we go. Good, so again, this one isn't quite too fast. You're just going nice and controlled, but reaching out as far as you can without destabilizing. Another 10 seconds. Once this one's done, you want to go straight into the second one. And time. Roll onto your back. Russian twist. V-sit position. Feet off the ground. Away we go. As fast as you can, side to side. Rachel's got an imaginary ball there. 10 seconds. Once the 10 seconds is done, straight into the heel taps. 3, 2, 1. Bend the knees. Back of the heels. Away we go. So this is just a slight crunch. So you should feel this one a wee bit more probably than the rest of them. There's a wee bit more of a burn in the tummy, but it's just a slight movement. 10 seconds. And time. So scissors then, come into that V-sit position and then cross over, away we go. Perfect, use your hands to stabilize yourself and help yourself as well. 10 seconds. And time. Back into the plank walkout. Away we go, 20 seconds again. So use this one then just to destabilize or restabilize, everything. Keep everything locked in so you're not overreaching. Stack the hands just under the shoulders when you come back in. 10 seconds. And time. Russian twist. Again, straight back in, so you're switching between each exercise as fast as you can. Last 10. And time. Heel taps, away we go. So at this stage, if you are starting to feel a wee bit of a burn, that's perfect, that's what you want. Again, there's not too much movement off the ground. This one, just a slight lift, and then hands touch the back of the heels. 5 seconds. And time. Scissors then. Away we go. Good, last 10 seconds. Again, starting to feel a wee bit of a burn here. Rachel is not enjoying herself whatsoever. And time. Lovely, and breathe. So now you can take 30 seconds to a minute rest, so it's up to you how you're feeling with that one. With the core, you want to limit the rest anyway. So it's not like a normal session where you go up, walk about, make a cup of tea. You want to make sure that this is keeping it nice and tight. So this full session should take you 10 to 15 minutes. So try and limit the rest as much as you can. But if you're really finding it tight, take a minute's rest. But don't overdo it. Don't go and boil the kettle. All right? So we'll give Rachel 30 seconds rest, and we'll do one more set. Are you okay? She's not okay. So we're going to go back to your plank walkout again. Same again, 20 seconds on each. You ready to go? We've given her 40 seconds there. So 20 seconds on each again. Let's get this girl some abs. Away we go. Another 10 seconds. And time. Roll across, Russian twist. Away we go. Okay, so second set, try to make sure that you're counting the reps so that you're maybe counting more reps this time than the last time. Just a wee bit of progression each set. Another 10 seconds. And time. Heel taps. Away we go. Same thing again. Try to beat the previous amount of reps you done in the last set. Ten seconds again. And time. Last one then, scissor kick. Good, 10 seconds again. Last 5. And time. Good, back into your plank walk again. We're only halfway, so just have to double what you just done. Back to the plank walk out again. Away we go. But if you start to fatigue at this stage as well, just slow it right down. So try not to burn the arms out too much or overextend in the back. Just keep this one nice and controlled. 2, 1, and time. Change into your Russian twist. Again, if this starts to get too tight, tuck the knees in a wee bit more, or even drop the feet and twist a wee bit more side to side. 10 seconds. And time. Heel taps then. Away we go. Last 5. Nearly there, Rachel. And time. Scissor kicks again. Last one, and then you can breathe. Away we go. Now going for a wider stance with the hands. Some of you want to operate with that stance, up to you. Going 10 seconds. And time. Breathe. Lovely. Good, so still not done. We've got one wee bit to finish off. With this finisher, this is optional as well. So the first 2 you have to do. You have to do the first 2. The last wee bit is if you want to top it up throughout the week. So if you're starting to get a wee bit easy on these 2 blocks, we're going to finish off with 2 exercises here. So these 2 are not timed, these 2 are reps. And the reps drop down every single time you do it. So you're going to do 3 sets. You're going to do, so it's a mountain climber crossover. What I Googled it or YouTubed it, and apparently it's called a drunken mountain climber. So we're going to do a drunken mountain climber with a commando plank, and no, keep your knickers on. All right. So drunken mountain climber and a commando plank, and you're going to do 20 mountain climbers, 6 planks, 18-4, 16-2, and then c'est la vie. All right? Yep. So drunken mountain climber, you're going to stay in a high plank position, and it's opposite knee to opposite elbow. So right across, full way out. The more you push that knee out past the elbow, the more you're going to crunch into the tummy. If it's just to there, you're not going to crunch too much into the tummy. So try and push it out as far as you can. You're doing 20 of those. It's up to you what pace you want to do. You can go flat out if you want. Then you're going to go into your commando plank. Commando plank is every time your elbows touch the ground, you count a rep. All right? So 1, 2, and so on. All right? Whenever you're stacking, always make sure the hands are straight under the shoulders rather than down and then out in front, because you'll start to find your lower back and your shoulders starting to fatigue and get a wee bit sore. All right? So we're dropping every single one. You're doing these 3 sets in a row. 26, 18-4, 16-2, all right? And then you're done. Ready to go? Drunken mountain climber, commando plank, 26. I'll keep you right as you go along. Thank you, she says. Ready? Where we go? 20 reps. Good, push that knee out past the elbow. Once you've 20 done, drop the elbows. 1, 2. So count every time the elbows to the ground. Rachel's alternating between the 2 sides. It's up to you if you want to do that. Once you've 6 done, Rachel, back into the crossover. 18. So this is the finisher, so it is going to be quite tight, but at least you know when this is done, that the whole session is done. Good. Elbows to hands. 4 reps. And then last one, 16. Nearly there. Good. Push that knee out as high as you can. So 16 reps, and then 2 in the commando plank. This is the last wee bit, and then back to Netflix. And time. Good. And that's it. Well done, Rachel. Well done, folks at home. So that's the whole session. The finisher's optional. You're going to go to your stability, then your ab blast, and then you finish. Should be 15 minutes, hopefully. And if you want to zoom over to Rachel, that's the way you'll finish. Thank you.